Welcome to this educational video. I will explain to you dynamic host configuration protocol. I am Fawaz Shibabi. I will explain the theoretical part of the DHCP, and Saifuddin Sahami, my partner, will explain to you the practical part of the DHCP in Packet Tracer. The Packet Tracer is a software that can be used as a simulator to design and build networks. So let's see the definition of the DHCP. DHCP can be defined as dynamic host configuration protocol, and the function of the DHCP is to distribute IP addresses automatically. There are two ways to distribute IP addresses to the clients. The first method is to configure the DHCP and enable the server to distribute the IP addresses automatically. The second method is to manually configure the clients and the PCs with IP addresses. As it is obvious, DHCP is easier than static configuration. Now, let's see the three steps that should be followed to apply the DHCP in Packet Tracer. The first step is setting devices. The devices are a switch and a server and PCs. The second step, step 2, is to connect the PCs to the switch and the switch to the server. Actually, we cannot connect the PCs directly to the server, so we need central device. We need to connect the PCs to this central device and then connect this central device to the server, and then configure the DHCP in the server, and then the DHCP server will distribute the IP addresses. The third step is to configure the server. The configuration process includes three important steps. The first step is the pool of IPs, and the pool of IP addresses is the range that will be used by the server to give clients IP addresses. The second important point is the IP address of the server. Also, the IP server should be configured with an IP address. The third important step is to assign subnet mask to the server. And now let's look at how does DHCP work. There are 4 steps in which the DHCP work. We have the client and we have the DHCP server. The first step is when the client discovers the servers around it and the services that are provided by these servers. When it finds the DHCP server, the DHCP server will offer an IP address to the client. If the client accepts this IP address, it will give a request to the DHCP server. The fourth and final step is when the DHCP server gives acknowledgement to the client. This acknowledgement can be considered as agreement between the client and the DHCP server, so that the server will assign this IP address to the client. Thank you for watching. Now let's see the practical part of assigning and configuring DHCP server with Saifuddin.
Thank you, Mr. Fawaz, and welcome, dear students, in the practical part of the lesson. In the practical part, I will use the Packet Tracer program in order to apply DHCP protocol in the network. First of all, I need a central device, which is a switch here, and we will add one switch to the Packet Tracer page. After that, I will add 3 PCs from here and add 1 PC, 2 and 3. After that, I will add the server from here and take this server to here in order to apply the DHCP on the server. Then we will connect these devices to the switch by taking the cable from here and connect PC1 to the switch and PC2 and here to the switch. Finally connecting the server to the central device. Then we will go to the server in order to configure the DHCP. Double click, wait until the page will appear. Okay. Then we will go to the desktop. After that, IB configuration in order to assign a static IP address to the server. For example, the IP address will be 192.168.1.1. Then the subnet mask will be assigned automatically. After that, we will go to the config, and here we have the services. We have a set of services. We will choose the DHCP service. Okay, and here we have the DHCP interface. We have here the service is on. We can enable or disable the service. And here we have the pole name, server pole, the name of the pole. And here we have the default gateway and the DNS server. It's optional here to assign the default gateway and the DNS server. The most important thing is here is start IP address. So the DHCP will start assigning the IP addresses from 192.168.1. For example, we will add here a number, for example here 5. So the DHCP will distribute the IPs from 5. And here we have the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. And here we have the maximum number of users or clients. We will type, for example, 3 clients. So the DHCP protocol will distribute the IPs from 5 to 8. Now we will save the configuration by clicking on the save here, save button. Okay, save. As you see here, the configuration is changed. Start IP address from 5 and the maximum number is 3. Now we will see the PCs if they got the IPs from the DHCP server or not. Okay, we'll close this page and go to the PC0, double click, and we will go to the desktop. After that, the IP configuration, and then we have 2 options. We will choose the DHCP. Okay, DHCP request successful. So the PC0 got the IP 5. Okay, we'll go to another PC. Okay, PC1. We will go to the desktop. After that, IP configuration. Then we will choose the DHCP to see if the PC1 will get the IP address from the DHCP server or not. Okay. Yes, successful. The PC1 gets the IP address 6. We will go to the last PC. We'll go to the desktop, the same process, and IP configuration, and choose the DHCP. Yes, the PC2 got the IP address 7. So that's all. And I hope you enjoyed in the practical lesson and theoretical lesson. Thank you for watching us.